heavy. Hi guys, thanks for watching. Today's tutorial that I made is just kind of like an everyday smoky eye. I hope that you enjoy. This is just how I do my makeup. I have no training. I have just learned little tricks from practicing and from watching YouTube. So if you want to see any other videos, like maybe a video on how I do my brows, or more in depth on how I apply false lashes, the easiest way I have found, just let me know. If you have any questions with photography in the business, like if you have any questions regarding the senior fashion experiences or how all that works, I'd be happy to talk to you a little bit about that too. So just let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks. Okay guys, so today we're going to start with foundation, and let me also apologize for having lipstick on my teeth because I just now noticed that in the intro. Anyway, so for foundation I am using the True Match Lumi by L'Oreal in the shade Sand Beige W5 Warm. I've just started using this and I really like it. If you do have oily skin, you're going to want to stay away from this because that Lumi kind of gives you a little bit more moisture. So for me and my skin, I really like it. It's kind of more of a light coverage than a full coverage, which I like. So that's what I'm using first. Then I'm going in with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, which is by far my favorite concealer. It is in shade NW25. I'm going to put this all over my under eyes, up to my temple, and on top of my eyelids to kind of prime for the eyeshadow. Then I'm using a damp beauty blender. That is the key, to make sure it is damp, to blend all of that out. This is the best way to blend out concealer that I have found. I love this thing. And once I found out what you were supposed to do is get it wet before, that makes it work so much better. So I also put a little bit of concealer on my forehead, nose, and my chin to kind of even out the highlight that it gives. Next, I'm using some powder to set all that concealer. I'm using Rimmel Stay Matte long-lasting pressed powder in transparent, which is 001. I'm putting that all over and I'm patting it on my skin. And then I'm going to go ahead and contour a little bit. So that is the palette that I'm using for the whole look today. It is the 252 Ultimate Palette by Coastal Scents. I got it on Amazon for like 30 bucks and it has been great. Some eyeshadows are a little bit more pigmented than others, but I do love this palette. So I'm just going to contour a little bit with this brush that I just got at the drugstore. I'm going to do my cheekbones and then the top of my forehead to kind of even out that, that contour. Now, looking back at this, I probably should have done this contouring before I put that set powder on, but it's okay. So, right now I'm using blush from MAC, and it is, I forget what color this is, but I love it. It's kind of a rosy color, and it has a little bit of a gold shimmer in it. So, I'm just using a fluffy brush to apply that. And then, one of my favorite things is I'm going to use a cheekbone highlighter. This one is by NYX, and it is the Illuminator in the shade Narcissistic. And just put that on the top of my cheekbones. You want to put this anywhere you want to accentuate. So I'm not going to put it on my nose or my forehead because those are places that I do not want to accentuate, but I always love to put it on my cheekbones. Next, I'm going to do my brows. So my favorite way to do my brows is with the Anastasia Beverly Hills products. These are the absolute best for brows. I'm using the pencil first to fill in, and then I go ahead and do the dip brow pomade with the pencil brush. This is the best way. I've tried all kinds of different ways. I've tried powder. I have tried using just other drugstore pencils, and nothing works as well as this. You can get this at Sephora, and I actually got this one in town at Ulta. They have a whole little Anastasia Beverly Hills section. So this is my favorite thing. My brows I've always been conscious of, so now that I kind of fill them in, I'm much more proud of them now. So, but that is definitely one of the basic things that I have to do right whenever I do my makeup. I have to do my brows. So now I'm going to go ahead and use that pomade with a little brush, and then I just kind of fill this in to make it a little bit more defined and a little bit darker. So this is kind of the way I do it. Again, I have no training with any of the makeup, so you know, do this however you want, whatever works best for you. I'm just kind of showing you what I do. So if you want to do this any different way, or if you feel I'm doing anything wrong, that's totally fine, your opinion, but this is just what I have found works for me. Next, I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. This one I actually got at Ulta, and I'm going to take this warm brown shade and just kind of put it all in my crease. This is what is called a transition shade. I'm going to kind of be doing a smoky eye, but kind of a daytime one, so not too intense, but this is going to help blend everything out. So this is definitely one of the most important steps, and this is definitely a brush that you're going to want to get. Next, I'm just going to use a little bit of a smaller, dense brush to apply this kind of gold gray color all over my lid. Next, I'm going to go back with that fluffy brush and just kind of blend that into the crease so there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going to go in with this brush and kind of do a dark brown color in the outer corner. The key to doing any type of smoky eye or any type of look on your eyelids in general is just to blend, 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 blend. So honestly, it just takes practice. I mean, you just have to blend. That's really all there is. But just keep practicing with it, and that's honestly just how you'll get better. So next one I'm going to do is go in with a little bit of a flat brush and go in with this warm kind of purpley brown shade. This is just kind of going to give it a little bit more depth and a little bit more warmth. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that on the outer V. And then I'm going to go back and guess what? Blend, 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 blend. Next, I'm going to take this smaller defined brush and kind of go in with that black shade. It's matte, and kind of just do that outer corner even smaller, so just to give it a little bit more depth in that outer corner. That is kind of why I named this a smoky eye, because I normally don't do blacks unless I'm doing a smoky eye, but I just felt like it needed a little bit more depth, and I was kind of just going off of my shirt and just kind of picking out colors according to that. So again, just blend, blend, blend with that black. You don't want to go too intense. Start small and then add more as you go, because you can, that's another part, is some people get a little bit nervous they're going to look like a raccoon. So if you just start with a little amount and then just kind of build it up from then, that's going to be the best route. All of these brushes I have just gotten either at the drugstore or Ulta. If you're wanting to get some really nice brushes, which I would love to get eventually, I'm just kind of building up my makeup inventory. Sedona Lace has really nice brushes, as well as there's some other brands online that I know have really good ones that I'll list kind of below in the description box. Also, I'll put in the description box the best eyeliner I have ever used. Unfortunately, I could not find it for this video because I think I left it at the studio, and you'll see I'll get a little frustrated because it's just not the same. But it is by Alcone, and I actually kind of sell some of their makeup. So if you're interested in that eyeliner, which honestly, again, I have tried just about everything, and that is the best eyeliner, especially if you want to do any type of winged eyeliner like cat eye. It is the best eyeliner. So you can even purchase it online from the link I give you in the description bar. I just put a little bit of a eyebrow bone highlight on there with MAC Shroom. This is one of the best eyebrow highlights, I think. And then I just blended that out a little bit more with that fluffy brush to make sure everything's kind of blended all together, and again, there's no harsh lines. This is the eyeliner that I'm using to kind of do my little wing. It, again, was not as good as my Alcone one. I was getting a little frustrated. So what I did is I went ahead and did the wing with this, and then I went over with gel liner, which I prefer better than liquid liner because I feel like you have a little bit more control. So I do that with an angled brush, basically the same kind of brush I do to put my brows on, just a separate brush. The gel liner I use is by Maybelline. It's called Eye Studio. In the package it comes with a little brush, but I don't use that brush. And then I just get blackest black. Sometimes I'll have to go over it a couple times, which is what you'll see me using right here. But this is the best eyeliner if I'm not using that Alcone liquid liner. I'm using this gel liner. Sometimes I'll use a pencil, which again, if you want to see a different tutorial with this kind of look, I'll kind of do a eye kohl and I'll blend it on the eyeliner, so it kind of is more of a blended altogether smoky eye versus more precise. Now I'm taking this thin brush and I'm kind of going under my my eyelashes there. I used to put eyeliner in my waterline and I ended up finding out that that actually makes your eyes look smaller versus putting it underneath makes them appear larger. So you'll do that, and I kind of just did that dark brown purpley color, and then I went in with a little bit of a bigger brush and a lighter brown and I just blended it out, so it's not just kind of like a straight line under there. So for mascara, my bottom lashes I like to use L'Oreal Telescopic, and for my top lashes I'm just doing a light coat of Best Lash Extreme by Jordana. Yes, I use two different mascaras. So I just did a thin coat, and now we're going to go over with false lashes. You do not have to do false lashes, and I know that it's really hard to put them on yourself, especially if you don't have a lot of practice with it, but I'm using lashes, they're by Red Cherry, and they're number 43, and I trimmed them a little bit shorter to fit my eye a little bit better, and I feel like they stay on a little bit better too. And then I'm using Duo Lash Glue in waterproof, which comes out black. You'll see it has like pink packaging. And I apply these with tweezers. This is the way I have found that's the most easiest way without messing it up and getting all sloppy. Also, when you're putting on false lashes, you'll want to wait and blow on that glue for 30 seconds about before you put them on your eyes, because otherwise it's going to be a hot mess. So that's one of the biggest tricks, I think, to putting on false lashes. If you want to see a more in-depth video on that, let me know. So to line my lips, I'm using Jordana Cosmetics again. This is in the shade Tawny. This is kind of a really nice, just darker nude color that I'm just lining my lips with and then filling in my lips with. And then I'm going to use my favorite lipstick right now, which is 1995 by Gerard Cosmetics. One of my favorite beauty bloggers is the one who created this, Jaclyn Hill. So I put that all over my lips, and this is the final result. I'm going to go ahead and with Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is a definite must for me because I tend to touch my face a lot. So this will just set everything. That's the final look for kind of the daytime smoky eye. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what else you want to see and if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.